Now, you do something in a book on spiritual formation that I think is unique. I'm not the expert on all books on spiritual formation. I've never seen anyone talk about the Trinitarian doctrine as part of understanding spiritual formation. So I appreciate it, but for folks that are like scratching their head the first time they're hearing that, why do we need to understand the Trinity? Well, that's a big question. How do we understand the Trinity in relationship to spiritual formation?
Yeah, big question. And that's kind of where I start. If we are to understand the idea of spiritual formation, the Holy Spirit as the agent of that, we have got to understand how everything that we do derives at some level from the person of God, the being of God, as Father, Son, and Spirit. Now, as you talk about, that's a big question, a big idea. I don't presume to unpack that to any sort of degree that would help people, understand all the ins and outs of Trinitarian doctrine. But what I do think is important, and what we have to remember at all times, is that the Trinity is the essence of our Christian life. We have been welcomed into the life of God through the work of Jesus Christ. We're empowered by the Spirit to then glorify God. We're fulfilling the plan of God through our life as image bearers. And so we've got to start with the Trinity, and we've got to, at least at a basic level, unpack what that means for the average Christian in the church. I'm not presuming that every church is now going to have sort of a whole class on the Trinity, but we do need to talk about it more. Some people will say and accuse evangelicals of sort of like dismissing the Trinity. I mean, we are Trinitarian. That's a fact. We believe in the Trinity, Father, Son, and Spirit, as its unfolded revelation of God in scriptures. The problem is we don't always connect the implications of that. Why do we believe we should be missional people? Well, of course, we've got scriptures to talk about that, but we also have a understanding of who God is, who sends the Son in the incarnation to redeem mankind, who then sends the Spirit to empower the church for ministry. That's a missional activity. So there's lots to say there, but I think to your point, we've got to begin peeling back that curtain more in these practical ministry conversations to say Trinitarian theology is not just for the seminary student. It's for every Christian to understand and to take as their own.